The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air captured hearts in the 90s with its humor, heartfelt moments, and the unforgettable dynamic of the Banks family and their friends. While the show was a breakthrough hit that skyrocketed its cast to fame, the years that followed revealed an often tragic side to their real lives. Many cast members faced heartbreaking struggles and untimely passings, from sudden health crises and accidents to long-fought battles with illness. As we remember 28 talented actors who brought joy and laughter to millions, we explore the poignant stories of how their lives ended, honoring their legacies and the impact they made both on and off screen. John Amos, born on December 27, 1939, had a celebrated career in television, including his memorable role as Fred Wilkes in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1994. His character was wise, fatherly, and warm, often offering guidance to the younger cast members both on and off the screen. In real life, Amos's journey was marked by its own share of heartache and resilience. His marriage ended in a contentious divorce that strained his relationship with his children, a source of regret for him throughout his life. Amos also suffered the loss of several close friends from the entertainment industry, which he never fully recovered from, often speaking about the loneliness and fragility of fame. Despite these personal hardships, he continued to work diligently, winning the admiration of fans and colleagues alike. In his later years, Amos battled health issues, including congestive heart failure, and after a long struggle, he passed away on August 21, 2024, at the age of 84. Virginia Capers, born on September 22, 1925, joined the cast in 1990 as Hattie Banks, the warm and wise mother of Philip Banks, bringing a sense of tradition and kindness to the Banks family. Virginia Capers had a vibrant career on stage and screen, even winning a Tony Award for her performance in Raisin. In her personal life, Capers married once and had a son, Glenn, who became a respected photographer. Though her professional life sparkled, her private life was shadowed by sorrow. She endured the heartbreak of losing close friends, including her Raisin co-star Joe Morton, which deeply affected her spirit. Another significant hardship in her life was her battle with declining vision, which forced her to step back from acting. Adding to her challenges, Capers faced the passing of her son in her later years, which brought profound sadness. She spent her final days reflecting on her legacy and contributions to the arts before succumbing to pneumonia on May 6, 2004, at the age of 78. Sherman Hemley, born on February 1, 1938, played Judge Carl Robertson, a gruff and sometimes comically antagonistic character who brought unique tension to the show when he appeared in 1992. Hemley first found fame as George Jefferson on The Jeffersons, and his sharp wit on screen made him a beloved figure. Though Hemley never married or had children, he maintained close friendships in the industry. Yet his life was marked by isolation. He struggled with trust issues and maintained few close relationships, often retreating into solitude. Another significant challenge for Hemley was the unexpected and painful loss of his friend and co-star, Isabelle Sanford, with whom he shared an iconic television legacy. Financial troubles also surfaced in his later years, as he faced tax issues and legal battles over his estate. In 2012, Hemley was diagnosed with lung cancer, and despite his efforts to remain optimistic, he eventually succumbed to complications from superior vena cava syndrome on July 24, 2012, at age 74. James Avery, born on November 27, 1945, brought to life the beloved character of Philip Banks, or Uncle Phil, in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air starting in 1990. Avery's role as the strong, principled patriarch helped shape the moral fiber of the show, as he often balanced discipline with heartfelt support for his family and nephew, Will. In his personal life, Avery found love with Barbara Avery, whom he married in 1988, though they had no children together. Known for his gentle humor and integrity, he was deeply affected by the premature deaths of colleagues like Will Sampson from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest and John Candy, a friend from the industry. Avery faced several personal challenges, including periods of loneliness in Hollywood despite his fame. Another difficult chapter was his struggle with chronic health issues, including type 2 diabetes, which he openly discussed in his later years, reflecting on how it shaped his lifestyle and career choices. Avery's final years were marked by declining health, leading to open-heart surgery, after which complications sadly took his life on December 31, 2013, at age 68. Dick Clark, born on November 30, 1929, was a television pioneer whose enduring youthfulness earned him the title, America's Oldest Teenager. He appeared as himself in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1994, adding a touch of Hollywood glamour and nostalgia. Rising to fame with American Bandstand, he became one of the most beloved figures on television, later hosting New Year's Rockin' Eve, which made him a household name across generations. Married 3 times, he experienced 2 divorces that took an emotional toll, though he found stability in his 3rd marriage to Carrie Wigton. He had 3 children, whom he adored, but balancing family with his intense career often created distance between him and his loved ones. Health issues struck in 2004 when he suffered a severe stroke, leaving him with limited mobility and impaired speech, a devastating blow to someone whose voice and presence defined his career. Despite attempting to make a partial comeback, Clark never fully regained his public presence and passed away on April 18, 2012, at 82, following a heart attack, leaving behind a legacy that shaped American pop culture. William Court, born on July 8, 1936, was an actor whose career included a variety of supporting roles in both television and film. In 1990, he portrayed Headmaster Wallace Thorvald on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, a strict yet sometimes understanding school principal who often clashed with the rebellious students but occasionally showed a softer side. Off-screen, Court faced significant personal challenges. He was married but went through a difficult divorce that left him largely estranged from his children, an experience that weighed heavily on him in his later years. Professionally, Court had endured years of limited success, and while he had a solid reputation as a character actor, he never quite reached the stardom he aspired to. In the early 1990s, Court's life took a tragic turn when he was diagnosed with cancer. Despite his illness, he continued working as much as he could, hoping to leave behind a secure legacy for his children. His health deteriorated quickly, and he passed away on September 23, 1993, at the age of 57. His passing left a void in the acting community, as colleagues remembered him as a talented actor who persevered despite personal and professional setbacks. Helen Page Camp, born on December 27, 1930, was known for her comedic timing and eccentric charm. She appeared as Margaret Firth in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1990, bringing a quirky, humorous energy to the role, which fans loved for her witty, offbeat style. Camp's career spanned decades, but her personal life was marred by loneliness and health struggles. She had been married but separated from her husband, and her intense focus on acting often left her isolated. One of her closest friends and confidants, a fellow actress, passed away unexpectedly, leaving Camp devastated and unable to fully recover from the loss. Later in life, her health began to decline, and she suffered a debilitating stroke in 1991, which severely impacted her independence. Camp's final days were spent away from the limelight, facing illness and solitude. She passed away on August 1, 1991, at 60. Richard Roundtree, born on July 9, 1942, was a groundbreaking actor whose portrayal of Dr. Mumford in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, 1990, reflected the quiet authority he brought to many of his roles. Best known for his iconic performance as John Shaft in Shaft, 1971, Roundtree was a pioneering black actor who shattered racial barriers in Hollywood. Though his career appeared glamorous, he faced tremendous personal struggles, especially in an era when opportunities for black actors were limited. Roundtree married twice, had 5 children, and worked tirelessly to support his family, though his demanding schedule sometimes strained family bonds. In 1993, he received a breast cancer diagnosis, a shocking and rare occurrence in men, that led to a challenging treatment process and years of advocacy for male cancer awareness. As he aged, the passing of several close friends and colleagues, including Shaft co-star Moses Gunn, added to his emotional burdens. Near the end of his life, he battled pancreatic cancer, a diagnosis he faced with remarkable strength. Richard Roundtree passed away on October 24, 2023, at the age of 81. Pat Crawford Brown, born on June 29, 1929, had a long and steady career in Hollywood, often cast in memorable character roles that highlighted her unique charm. In 1994, she appeared on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air as Lady, bringing humor and warmth with her quirky, endearing personality. Despite her on-screen smiles, Brown's life was marked by several personal hardships. She married in her early 30s, but her husband tragically passed away just a few years later, leaving her to raise their only son alone. This loss was devastating, and Brown remained a widow, focusing her energy on acting as a means to cope. Over the years, she lost several close friends in the industry, including her dear friend and co-star on a previous project, who passed away in an accident. Health issues later plagued her, especially in her last years, limiting her ability to work and leaving her feeling isolated. She passed away on July 2, 2019, at 90, from natural causes. Hugh Daniels, born on October 21, 1942, was a talented character actor whose role as Fred Lomax Jr. in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, 1991, showcased his knack for comedic timing and dry wit. Known for portraying memorable minor roles, Daniels' career, however, was far from easy. He struggled to find stability in Hollywood, often taking small parts to make ends meet. Daniels never married and lived a relatively solitary life, finding companionship in a close-knit group of friends who understood the challenges of the industry. Tragedy struck in the late 1990s when he lost both parents within a year, leading him to face a prolonged period of grief. A bout with financial hardship followed as acting work dwindled, forcing him to seek other forms of employment just to survive. In 2017, he received a diagnosis of pancreatic cancer, a battle he fought quietly and with dignity. Hugh Daniels passed away on May 16, 2018, at age 75, leaving behind a legacy cherished by fans of his subtle, humorous portrayals. Quincy Jones, born on March 14, 1933, made a special appearance as himself in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1990, bringing his musical genius and effortless charisma to the screen. Known as one of the most influential music producers, Jones's career spanned genres, from his iconic work with Michael Jackson on Thriller to his soundtrack compositions for films like In the Heat of the Night. Although professionally celebrated, his personal life was complicated. Jones married 3 times, each marriage ending in divorce, and he had 7 children, with whom he shared close but sometimes strained relationships due to his demanding career. One of Jones's darkest periods was the sudden death of his dear friend Ray Charles, which left him grappling with grief. Additionally, Jones faced several health crises over the years, including a near-fatal brain aneurysm in 1974 that reshaped his outlook on life. Financial strains also shadowed his later years as several of his investments faltered, adding stress in his final chapter. Jones passed away peacefully on November 3, 2024, at age 91. Heavy D, born Dwight Arrington Myers on May 24, 1967, was a legendary figure in hip-hop who made a notable cameo as himself in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1990. Known for his musical prowess, Heavy D became a central figure in the hip-hop world with hits like Now That We Found Love and Somebody For Me. His charm and charisma extended beyond music into acting, appearing in sitcoms like Living Single and films such as The Cider House Rules. While never married, Heavy D had a daughter, Z Myers, with whom he shared a close bond. However, his personal life was marked by deep sorrow, especially the tragic death of his close friend, the Notorious B.I.G., which left him devastated. He also faced health struggles, particularly regarding his weight, which contributed to a decline in his overall well-being. On November 8, 2011, Heavy D passed away at the age of 44 from a pulmonary embolism, leaving a legacy of music, friendship, and an enduring influence on the hip-hop community. Mak Melman, born on December 30, 1932, portrayed Dr. Baylor in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1992, a role that showcased his calm presence and warm authority. McCalman's acting career included memorable roles in Deliverance and Smokey and the Bandit, though he often played smaller parts that belied his talent. His private life was modest. He married once but had no children, choosing instead to focus on his craft. McCalman's life was marked by a series of tragic moments, one of which was the loss of his close friend and fellow actor, which cast a shadow over him. He also faced ongoing struggles with mental health, particularly bouts of depression that he managed privately. Health problems escalated in his later years, leading to a series of debilitating strokes that left him partially paralyzed and dependent on caregivers. He passed away on November 29, 2005, at age 72 due to complications from these strokes, remembered for his unassuming yet powerful contributions to film and television. Gregory Sierra, born on January 25, 1937, in New York City's Spanish Harlem, made his mark as Hector in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1992. Known for his roles in Sanford and Son and Barney Miller, Sierra's career was defined by his ability to bring authenticity and strength to his characters. Gregory's personal life, however, was fraught with challenges. Married but childless, he found it difficult to balance his commitment to acting with a stable home life, leading to strains within his marriage. Sierra also faced a major setback when his Los Angeles home was lost in a fire in the 1990s, a traumatic event that left him devastated and financially strained. Compounding his struggles was the passing of close friends in the industry, which fueled his battles with depression. In the final years of his life, he faced a grueling fight against stomach and liver cancer, enduring the illness with remarkable courage. Gregory Sierra passed away on January 4, 2021, at the age of 83. Isabelle Sanford, born on August 29, 1917, joined The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1995 as Louise "Weezy" Jefferson, reprising her famous role from The Jeffersons. Known for her grounded and wise persona, Weezy brought strength and compassion to every scene. Sanford's career had many highs, including becoming the first black woman to win an Emmy Award for lead actress in a comedy series. In her personal life, Sanford was married but separated early, raising her 3 children as a single mother. One of her greatest tragedies was the unexpected passing of her son, which left a profound mark on her spirit. Additionally, Sanford faced racial discrimination throughout her career, enduring exclusion and lack of recognition despite her talent. Health issues began to plague her in her final years, including a battle with heart disease, which slowed her down. She passed away on July 9, 2004, at the age of 86, following cardiopulmonary arrest. Aretha McQueen, born on January 6, 1952, was an actress who left a memorable mark on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1993 as a strong, authoritative judge. McQueen's career spanned several decades, with her most notable work being on Broadway in Ain't Misbehavin' and in films like Ghost. She was a gifted actress with a commanding presence, often playing roles that required both sharp wit and warmth. Despite her success, McQueen faced several personal struggles. She had no children or spouse, and her career often faced setbacks due to typecasting, which limited her roles to supporting characters. Her personal life was marked by the painful loss of close friends, especially the sudden death of her good friend and fellow actress Nell Carter, which deeply affected McQueen. In her later years, McQueen's health deteriorated, and she faced financial difficulties due to the high cost of medical treatment. On October 3, 2020, she passed away at the age of 68 from natural causes. Her death marked the end of a career that, while often overlooked, contributed greatly to both stage and screen performances. Glenn Shadix, born on April 15, 1952, was known for his vibrant and memorable characters, especially his role as Ralph Scorpius in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1993, where he showcased his unique, flamboyant style. Shadix was openly gay in an era when it was challenging to be so in Hollywood, which led to difficulties in his career and personal life. He struggled with self-acceptance and battled mental health issues in his youth. Later in life, Shattuck faced a serious injury that left him partially disabled, affecting his mobility. He also experienced financial difficulties, especially in his later years, and mourned the loss of several close friends within the entertainment industry, deepening his sense of isolation. Tragically, Shattuck died on September 7, 2010, at the age of 58, after a fall at his home resulted in blunt trauma to his head. His role as Ralph Scorpius remains a testament to his comedic talent and unique spirit. Jaqueline Gabor, born on February 6, 1917, was an icon of glamour and sophistication, both on and off the screen. She graced the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1991 as Sonia Lammer, a character that mirrored her own glamorous life. Gabor was known for her multiple marriages, having been married 9 times in total, with each union marked by its own drama and public scrutiny. She endured a life filled with personal struggles despite her dazzling public persona. In 2002, she suffered a horrific car accident that left her partially paralyzed, an event that dramatically altered her life. Adding to this tragedy, in 2005, her only child, Francesca Hilton, faced serious legal and financial troubles, which deeply strained their relationship. Gabor's later years were spent in declining health, and she suffered multiple strokes. She ultimately passed away on December 18, 2016, at the age of 99, from a heart attack. Eric Christmas, born on March 19, 1916, was a beloved character actor who brought charm and eccentricity to the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1991, playing Cecil, a quirky character whose humor left a lasting impression. Christmas had a long, varied career in film and television, appearing in works like Harold and Maude and National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Married once, he and his wife had 2 children, but the family struggled through financial hardships, especially in the early years of his career. A profound loss came in the form of his son's untimely passing in the 1970s, which left him devastated and affected his work for years. Eric also faced declining health in his later years, particularly issues with his vision and hearing, which took a toll on his confidence as an actor. Additionally, the deaths of close friends and co-stars, like fellow actor Ruth Gordon, added to his sorrow, deepening his sense of loneliness in the industry's final chapters. Eric Christmas passed away peacefully on July 22, 2000, at the age of 84 due to natural causes. Gilbert Lewis, born on April 6, 1936, was an actor best known for his role as Joe Banks in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1990. A veteran performer, Lewis's career spanned both theater and film, with notable performances in films like The Honeymoon Killers and the one and only, genuine, original Family Band. He was a consummate actor, known for his ability to bring depth to the characters he portrayed. Though he had a successful career, Lewis's personal life was more quiet and somber. He married once, but the marriage ended in divorce, and he did not have children. His later years were marked by several difficult personal events, including the death of a close friend in the industry, which left him feeling isolated. In addition, his health began to decline, and he struggled with financial difficulties as his acting career slowed down. On May 7, 2015, Gilbert Lewis passed away at the age of 79, with the cause of death not publicly disclosed. His passing was a quiet end to a career that, though not always in the limelight, had a lasting impact on those who had the privilege of watching him perform. Earl Bowen was born on August 8, 1941. In 1993, he played Ed, the Princeton admissions agent who had an unforgettable encounter with Will and Carlton in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Earl was an accomplished actor with a vast career, including roles in the Terminator series, where he portrayed Dr. Peter Silberman. His career was full of ups and downs. While he gained recognition in Hollywood, he also experienced long periods without significant roles. He was married twice and had 2 children, though his relationships were often marred by stress and personal struggles. His first wife, whom he divorced in the 1980s, cited his dedication to his career as a source of tension. Earl's second marriage ended in a similar fashion, and the pain of those separations stayed with him. Tragically, he lost a close friend, actor Charles Hallahan, to a sudden heart attack in 1997, which deeply affected him. In the years that followed, Earl battled lung cancer. His health deteriorated rapidly, and he passed away on January 5, 2023, at the age of 81, after a brave fight against the disease. B.B. King was born on September 16, 1925, in Itta-Bena, Mississippi. In 1995, he guest-starred as Pappy in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, bringing his iconic blues guitar style to the show. King was known for his immense contributions to music, particularly as a pioneer of the blues genre. His career spanned decades, and while he achieved legendary status with albums like Live at the Regal and The Thrill Is Gone, his personal life was marred by hardships. King was married twice and had 15 children, though many of his relationships were troubled. Despite his musical success, his financial and emotional struggles were well documented. B.B. King faced multiple health issues throughout his later years, including diabetes, which affected his mobility. In 2015, his health worsened, and he was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. His final years were marked by the emotional toll of his declining health and the death of his close friend and collaborator, guitarist T-Bone Walker, in 1975, a loss from which King never fully recovered. B.B. King passed away on May 14, 2015, at the age of 89, succumbing to complications from Alzheimer's disease. Tom Lister Jr., born on June 24, 1958, in Compton, California, played the unforgettable character Tiny in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1991. His imposing physique and comedic timing made him a standout in the series. Outside of The Fresh Prince, Lister was known for his roles in films like The Fifth Element and No Holds Barred, where he played Zeus, the villainous wrestler. Tom's personal life, however, was not without struggle. He faced challenges in his relationships, having been married and divorced twice. His first marriage ended in the early 1990s, and his second ended more quietly. Though he had one child, his role as a father was often distant, and his struggles with finding balance between work and family life were widely known. Over the years, Tom faced various health issues, and in December 2020, he suffered a heart attack. The loss of close friends in the entertainment industry, such as actor and wrestler Chadwick Boseman, took an emotional toll on him, further deepening his struggles with health. Tom Lister Jr. passed away on December 10, 2020, at the age of 62 due to heart disease. Don Cornelius, born on September 27, 1936, in Chicago, Illinois, became an iconic figure in American television. Known for hosting Soul Train, Don appeared as himself in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1994. His career was a testament to resilience, as he transformed Soul Train into a cultural phenomenon, highlighting black artists and bringing soul music into the mainstream. However, his personal life was far more turbulent. He was married twice and had 3 children, but his relationships were rocky, marred by allegations of domestic violence. The end of his second marriage left him emotionally shattered, leading him to retreat from public life for a time. On top of his personal issues, Don also faced financial problems after leaving Soul Train in the 1990s, and his mental health suffered as well. Tragically, in February 2012, Don Cornelius's life took a devastating turn. He took his own life at the age of 75, a decision attributed to a combination of depression and ongoing health issues, including a recent diagnosis of Parkinson's disease. Tony Longo, born on August 19, 1961, was a talented actor often cast in roles that showcased his large stature and comedic timing. In The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he appeared as Otis in 1991, delivering a blend of humor and strength that delighted audiences. Behind the scenes, Longo's life was challenging. He had 2 marriages, both of which ended in divorce, partly due to his struggle with health issues and the physical toll of his acting roles. He had 2 daughters, whom he adored but was unable to spend much time with due to the demands of his career. Financial troubles and his battle with obesity led to complications with his kidneys and congestive heart failure, which required frequent medical attention. In his final years, Longo faced the pain of losing his close friend and fellow actor, who passed away unexpectedly, a loss that weighed heavily on him. Tony Longo died on June 21, 2015, at the age of 53, due to complications from congestive heart failure and kidney issues. Nia Rivera, born on January 12, 1987, captured hearts with her talent and beauty, beginning her career as a child actress. In 1993, she appeared in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air as Cindy in a brief but memorable daydream sequence, foreshadowing a successful career in television. Rivera went on to achieve fame in Glee, yet her life was marked by intense struggles. She faced a turbulent marriage to actor Ryan Dorsey, marked by a volatile on-again, off-again relationship that eventually ended in divorce. Rivera was also candid about her battles with mental health and the pressures of the industry. The most profound tragedy came when, in July 2020, she went boating with her young son on Lake Piru. Rivera tragically drowned while saving him, with her body discovered on July 8, 2020, at the age of 33. Her passing deeply affected her fans and colleagues, who remember her for her talent, kindness, and the ultimate sacrifice she made for her son. Al Fan, born on February 21, 1925, had a prolific career as a character actor, appearing in numerous television series and films. In 1992, he brought humor and charm to The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air as Herman Clifford, a quirky character who delighted viewers with his eccentric personality. Fan's life off-screen, however, was marked by tragedy. He endured the heartbreaking loss of his wife in the late 1980s, a pain he carried with him throughout his career. His son later struggled with severe health issues, which took a toll on Fan's emotional well-being. A close friend and fellow actor also passed away unexpectedly, compounding his grief. Despite these hardships, he continued acting, channeling his pain into his roles. Al Fan passed away on October 14, 2018, at the age of 93, with his family keeping the exact cause of his death private. His resilience and ability to bring joy to others remain part of his enduring legacy. Tom ORourke, born on March 28, 1944, in New York City, was known for his strong, authoritative roles, including his portrayal of Jameson Whitworth in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1991. Whitworth's sharp wit and formidable presence made him a memorable addition to the series. ORourke's career spanned theater, film, and television, with roles in Law and Order and The X-Files. Despite his success, Tom's life was far from easy. He faced several hardships, including the struggle of reconciling his work-driven lifestyle with family life. Married twice, he divorced both times, leaving him without close family ties. The unexpected death of his brother in the early 2000s left him grappling with grief and regret, leading him to retreat from Hollywood for a time. Health issues soon followed, with a cancer diagnosis that he initially kept private. His resilience in the face of illness was admired by friends and colleagues, but the relentless treatments were difficult, both physically and emotionally. Tom ORourke passed away on September 13, 2009, at the age of 65, after a battle with cancer. What do you think about the deaths of the actors in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and who do you miss the most among them? Leave your comments below and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to see the latest videos.